Welcome, this is Soho CRM. It's a customer relationship management system which I have adjusted into a supplier relationship management system on the basis of suppliers being equal as customers for our particular business unit, procurement. In a way, we find suppliers in trade shows, we contact them, we keep track of their offerings, and more importantly, we keep track of their performance. Therefore, I have evaluated this system and found that it was very useful for us to have visual management and, more importantly, a right-away implementation in order to improve quality. A quick reminder of our objective of our project is to improve quality by reducing variations. And by reducing variations, we mean standardization. And the standardization comes in different forms. So this system can, one, provide a right-away solution. Two, can provide future implementation with your future system, which you are currently developing. So you can get actually through APIs certain information that is going to help us with the KPIs that I made in my initial proposal. So let's jump quickly into the system so I can show you what I am trying to do. So during this month, I created different modules. The modules already come in within this system. Some of the names might look a little bit strange because they are tailored to customers, but we are going to try to incorporate them into our workflow. So here we have accounts, which stands for suppliers. So each supplier has one account. Okay, so we have Soy Sauce Electronics Limited, which is a supplier that you made in HKTDC 2018, and which you also love the supplier. So you create a hashtag, for example. So when you look for them, you can find different suppliers, or if you have a supplier of amazing products, for example, right? These are rules that you will have to create with your in your SOP to see what you put in here. But I really like this function. The account owner, who's the person who's handling this account, and basic data about the factory, data about the person that is working here or that you're currently dealing with. All of this comes already in the system, the account information. However, I changed some of the fields to adjust to our current workflow and needs, such as supplier code, Chinese name, certain dates, which are the onboarding time, certain factor information that you collect when you first meet them. And something important is that this system already comes with the possibility of linking tables. And linking tables gives us possibilities of making information visual in only one place. So here I put a note into Mr. Hoising that he's going to leave the company, and automatically shows here into the account. Same as a particular deal that you have done and a negotiation that you have lost, automatically is shown here. These rules can be changed so we can adjust to our future workflow. So we can, after we have our monthly Kaizen or continuous improvement meetings, we go on all over this. Attachments, we can have certificates of the suppliers. Deals stands for the purchase orders or POs that you're currently dealing with. Okay, so this is a field, a module that I am reusing. Activities, emails, all of this is information that we don't need, but we will change. Important to mention is that products doesn't refer to products that you're buying from the supplier, but from samples that you have from them. For products, you already have your ERP, so it is redundant to copy all the products into this system. So let's just focus to samples. Okay, so let's go on over a deal, for example. So I created a deal with a supplier. So you create a deal with this Soy Sauce Limited. Okay, you make it to order. The name is whatever is your PO number. It is for $2,000 and it has 100 pieces and it has two types of SKU. You assign it to the account of Soy Sauce Electronics Limited and it's existing business orders, and here we can link shipments, which we don't really have yet. And you can also say you met them at, let's see, the campaign source, you met them at HKTDC in October, so you already know which campaigns or which trade shows are actually giving you more suppliers, for example. Important to mention is the stages. Here, all these stages are tracked, so I can see when an order has been approved, if a change on the price has taken place on the basis of negotiation. So you can see if your employee was able to negotiate a better deal, if it reduced the price from 2,000 to 2,800, so you could see it automatically on the stages history. You can actually link a contact, which is handling this order is Mr. Hoisin, and he promised us that it's going to be ready on the 15th of June. But sadly, we have 4 products that were not available because of the shortage of materials. So there are 1 shortage of plastics in Shenzhen. SKUs number 1 to 4 was cancelled. This field is going to be part of our KPI, so this is why we have to fill it in. And similar to this information is also collected throughout this formula, throughout this module. So such as cycle time for delivery, actual pieces that were delivered, notes that you can put in, etc. Again, this has to be into our SOP. In our SOP, I will explain in details what has to be input into each field. But before going into the SOP of the system, we have to create a SOP of the order, of the workflow of how are we going to manage this, which is something I am doing now. So let's go on with this. So you have cycle time, inspections. You can add the price list that you are currently working on with the supplier. Okay, you can actually link it, so you don't need to upload it again. Shipping, payment terms, and so on. So let's create this order. And okay, sorry, closing date is 15. It's the day you're going to receive it into your warehouse, which is on the 22nd. So you can also keep track of the cycle time up to your warehouse. Okay, so let me show you how it looks. So here you have the stages. Okay, Mr. Hoisin is handling this, and this data can be filled in as we move on with the order. Okay, so you send the inquiry date on today. And today, here. So you send it on this date, for example. Okay, final bid day when you receive the final PO, etc. So let's skip all of that and go on to attachments. Attachments, here we will have the packing list, commercial invoice, stage history. This is recorded automatically from the system. So let's say that you negotiated, it's approved. You see here approved already. But let's say that you had a negotiation, okay? You negotiated with the supplier and you won the negotiation. So now the price is not 2,000, it's 1,800, okay? So that's good for me because I did it and my boss can actually check that I have done a negotiation and I achieved a better deal. Of course, I need to, if I updated this price, then I need to upload the new quotation, right? So, but if I lost it, then I can also write it here. Then everything is going well, so now it's in manufacturing. It's still 1,800, no product has been cancelled, so it goes on with manufacturing, and all of this is tracked in here. Important is that I can assign a contract. If we already sign a contract with the supplier, it will appear here and automatically link to it, okay? Products, we can add a product. We already received this sample from this supplier, which is this one, so this belongs to this supplier, so it's important to keep record of the samples that we have. And emails. This is something that you can evaluate whether we need it or not in the future, but all the emails that you're exchanging in with your supplier, you can link it through IMAP here, and you can actually see them here, or you can actually just forward emails that are critical to the order. So whenever someone needs to take over some project, then they can just read all the file and be aware of what is going on. You can also create shipments and assign shipments and order payments as well. So here you assign a payment so the manager can see which payments are due and which payments are overdue and so on. Important is the calendar. I'm still working on the programming, but the idea is to link all the dates such as payments, cargo ready date, actual cargo ready date, shipping date into the calendar so all the team can be aware of all of this. Activities, we're not going to use this model yet. Shipments, we're using it. Other models I'll created are certifications. So which certifications, we add a particular certification and then we link it to the account. And we can also link that certification to the order. Meaning that when you have obsolete certifications that do not apply anymore to this order because it's already expired or because it's a new product, you just go onto certification table, add it to certification and add it to an order. And based on this logic, it goes with the same with cost, with contracts, with inspections, and so on. So as you can see, this system has a lot of potential. There are a lot of things that need to be worked on in terms of the programming. The programming is basically really simple. It's using C++ and an interface called Deluge, which it's more or less of what Visual Basic, or put it in simple words, Excel macros is. So, but it also does have limitations in terms of calculating KPIs. But for that, we can create a custom module, which is something I can work with your technical team for the future. However, what we need to work on now is to have this workflow established. Whether you're using a system, whether you're using it on Excel or you're using it on paper, it's going to be the same workflow. So creating an account, creating a deal, creating a shipment, creating a contract, and so on. I hope this system has introduced you to more or less the progress and the general objective of what I want to do, which is to standardize the procurement operations for the sake of your employees having more time to focus on new products. Thank you.